Good morning, good afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it may be. Hello. The whole gang's here this morning for Sunday brunch, the brunch gimmick, whatever. Yeah. First time I've messed that part up in a while. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the chat, Zach. I see you there already. But if you're here, let us know. Throw us a like. We're aiming to get to 20 today. I'm setting an optimistic goal. I hope that's okay with all of you. 20 is the goal for today because we got a big brunch gimmick in front of us this morning. We're going to be watching some Vaughn Vertigo versus Jack Pride from Love Pro Wrestling's fourth event. We're going to be announcing Billie Starkz' opponent for LPW 22 in the new year, which half of the people on screen are going to be here for. That's so friggin' cool. Yeah. But it's good to see you, friends. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. Throw us a subscription. I'm Spencer Love. I'm joined, like I said, by pretty well friggin' everybody this morning. Zach in the chat, everybody else on screen. Pluggo gets a well-deserved break after Black Label Pro yesterday, and a couple of hours on screen on that end. But good morning, friends. Lawrence, you were the first one to hop into the pre-show room. So I'll ask you first, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I have a long week ahead. I think I'm going to end up going to both AEW shows. Yeah. It's like they started announcing some of those collision matches, and like that Ethan Page Kenny Omega match has piqued my interest.
Yes, I was very happy to see Ethan Page on the television screen last night.
I'm going to be sitting here in Hamilton, Ontario, just crying tears of joy that entire time. Watching my guy Ethan Page lock up with Kenny. Oh my God.
Yeah, good stuff.
I think you and Blair need to make some sort of bet. I'm all about putting you guys on the. Hey, who ended up? Lawrence
That'd be me.
And Blair.
Lawrence
there
did.
You go.
Yeah. He can pick my name.
He ended up winning your Grey Cup bet. Yeah, Lawrence, you can hop in there and change that up. JPJ, good to see you, friend.
Good
it's nice
to see you
in the morning. I'm usually tuned into your streams. I know you're doing a stream a little bit later on over on the Twitch machine here, but it's good to see you for the start of this, Home Slice.
I'm good. I got a busy week too. I'm going to be going to SmackDown in Providence on Friday, and then I'll be going to NXT Deadline on Saturday.
Shit.
I got some stuff going on. On the other, Lawrence is going to the AEW. He's the AEW rep. I'll be the WWE rep of the week for Love Wrestling. But
corporate shells, all of us.
I know. I wanted to come on, say hi at the top, and then I went to an independent wrestling show last night, and I saw a wild Effie. I see the Effie pennant behind Lawrence there, and I want to tell that story. I won't be around for all of Brunch, but I want to tell that story. So,
well, it's good to see you, and Blair.
Hi.
Last but of course not least, it is good to see you. How are things, handsome?
I'm doing good. You know, just chilling with some of my good friends here and just enjoying a Sunday morning. I mean, I look forward to these days. It's very relaxing, you know. So just taking it in. I got to watch a great late '90s action movie yesterday that I'd never seen, and I'm going to continue that pattern today. So it's great.
What movie are you going to watch? Of course, we have to ask.
Well, I watched Con Air yesterday for the.
You've never seen Con Air before?
Yes. Never seen it.
Oh my god! We could take this whole hour.
We could talk Nick Cage right now if you. We can just go the whole gamut.
I watched Face Off 2 weeks ago. Had never seen it before.
I think Face Off's the best movie.
I am living vicariously through you right now.
Are you just on a Nick Cage run right now of like?
Nicholas, have some damn respect.
I watched Face Off. I loved it, and like the one scene, it's not a spoiler because let's face it, the movie's
been up for 25 years.
30 years. So when like after Travolta had
just give a spoiler warning for a like 40-year-old movie.
30-year-old movie.
No spoiler warning.
Spoiler of a movie that was around when I still shit in diapers.
Come on!
That was 3 days ago. 3 days ago, Mike.
Look, it was it was a busy weekend, and I didn't want to. I had a lot to do. I didn't want to get up. So,
look, after Travolta had the surgery to look like Nick Cage, and then it's revealed when Nick Cage had the surgery to look like Travolta. That reveal, I bet the theater was just fucking going nuts back then. Sorry for the language, but it had to have.
Dollar in the swear jar.
Yeah. So I watched Face Off. I watched. Broken Arrow, which
with Christian Slater, baby.
Not as good, but Con Air, baby. What a
Con Air rule. Con Air rule.
Have you seen Gone in 60 Seconds?
That was the next. Yes, Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. I just wanted to make sure.
One of my friends, a few summers ago. What up, Omar?
Yep, the internet was not kind to me this morning or this afternoon or this night, depending on where you watch them. So.
Very worry, friend. Good to see you. We're taking a deep dive into Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, a friend of mine, like a few summers ago, decided to watch every single thing Nick Cage was in. Like, not even just movies, but TV shows, and would do a full review of everything he watched, including, like, one of the things he reviewed was how Nick Cage it gets on the Nick Cage scale. Including like a review of the movie and also how like fully Nick Cage he becomes throughout the movie.
That's glorious.
Like the accent he has in Con Air.
Dearest Blair.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see you.
I can't wait to get there for my daughter's birthday.
I'm trying to think of like movies and TV. I'm trying to think of like movies and TV shows I can get away with like streaming on Twitch now. Yeah. I know anything on Tubi's like fair game, and I think if it's on like Prime Video, it's okay. But now I just want to watch like 90s action movies on Twitch. Like that's all I want to do now.
Now, before we get started here on the wrestling talk, because I hate to move on from Nicolas Cage, but we have to move on. There's some tournaments to discuss. There's news to discuss.
Yeah.
There's that sort of stuff. But I promised an exclusive. So here we are. Here's my big news, Lawrence. And I'm sorry to spring this on all of you, but you will all exclusively get to find out what is in my Pokemon Advent calendar.
Oh my God!
This morning.
I thought you were about to tell us Billie Starkz was wrestling a Pikachu gingerbread house.
Yeah. will wrestle Charizard.
Here's the exclusive.
You would be wrong.
Here's the exclusive.
Mike, you know what? Come on. Give your head a shake. So
At least I'm here
got
for the
this.
exclusive, so.
Yeah, there you go, Omar. Thank God your internet kicked up for this. If there was nothing you wanted to miss today.
Yeah, the internet was so excited. They're like, nah, man, I got to pause for a second. You feel me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's exclusive content.
D-
Now, I got this from my mom. Huge shout out to her. Day one. Now, I was admittedly not disappointed, but I was certainly hoping for some chocolate, and I hadn't bought myself any chocolate, so had to go to the store. But we were going to go ahead and open. This is day 3. I already popped it open for just convenience. Oh,
Is there chocolate? Like what was inside the
no,
other two?
no. So what is inside of these is small little Pokemon figurines.
Oh, all
I
right.
need
Today, I've gotten myself a little Rockruff.
Okay.
I need this. In my life.
Okay.
All right. Not bad.
Right.
So
there
you
we
get
go.
like nice
There's-
little collectibles.
Yeah, there's a neat little exclusive. I got an Applin the other day for day 1, and then yesterday I got a nice little build-it-yourself rocking chair. So I feel like I'm gonna get like a full diorama out of this thing.
So yeah, you think they're gonna build you a whole scene?
Like
Yeah.
like a Pokemon nativity scene.
I hope not.
Like,
Oh, imagine. Imagine. Oh.
Do they
Bible on
like
date
Team
29
Rocket
and
and
I'm
like the
just-
wise men.
Oh god,
Wild, problematic.
Wow.
I'm over it.
Wow.
Cutting this one off at the pass.
Yeah.
If you guys are here in the chat, don't worry. We're done with Pokemon. We're done with all. Well, probably not. I can't guarantee that. But if you're here, let us know. Throw us a like. Give us a retweet over on the Twitter machine. I'm still gonna call it that. But thank you for being here. We're gonna watch some wrestling in a bit. When we get to right now, I think we're at 8 likes. Zach, you're in the chat. Can you verify? Pluggo. You're also in the chat. Good to see ya. Throw us a like when we get to 12. When we get to 12 likes, because last I checked, we were at 8. When we get to 12, we'll throw out some Billie Starkz news here on the Old Love Wrestling Machine.
I
We're at
may
10.
or may not use. Oh shit! So like, I may or may not use my alt account. Not only on my main account, but my alt account and my wrestling podcast account. So guys, hit that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Hey, as long as who runs YouTube now? The Google guys. As long as the Google guys just continue to count them as likes, do whatever you got to do, brother, as they say here in wrestling.
Brother.
Now, let's chat some wrestling. I am excited. Number 1, I have just, and admittedly, I'm playing a lot of catch up here, so feel free to spoil away on my end. The Continental Classic so far has been excellent.
Yes.
And on SmackDown, we got the announcement of another tournament by one Mr. Logan Paul for the United States Championship, or I suppose a number 1 contendership to the United States Championship. So I'm going to get down there first because I just admittedly I got to watch SmackDown on Friday. So, U.S. title tournament will consist of Santos Escobar, Dragon Lee, Bobby Lashley, Killer, Karrion Kross, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, Kevin Owens, and someone from NXT. Now, who do you want to win? And Omar, I'll turn to you first because, well, we never know when your internet's going to crap out. Who do you think, or who do you want to see pop up from NXT for this?
From NXT, I don't know if that's possible. I would like to see my man Trick Williams. I think that makes sense. But I think the one that makes sense is obviously Kevin Owens, just because of their history between the two, especially at like the year before, where Kevin Owens basically gave us a stunner to Logan Paul. So I believe that was at night 1. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I do think Kevin Owens is the guy to win, especially. So yeah, that's my predictions on that. But yeah, the one that I'd like to see on NXT is, Trick Williams. I was thinking of the phrase that they say. Was it? Do that trick, yeah, that one.
Oh, whoop that trick.
Oh, whoop that trick, yeah, my bad.
APJ.
He stole my thunder a little bit. I do think Kevin Owens is going to win. It seems they're going in that direction. What's been happening the last week or so? Oh boy, is he at the gym?
He's at the gym. We've hit our 10 like goal. I don't know if he can hear us, but old Zachary is going to be You can hear us. Huzzah. Hi, Zach. Enjoy your workout. Zach did say for every $1 in super chats we receive, Zach will up the speed by 1 on the treadmill.
Beauty.
I will also say he
get that
never
money
gave
in.
any sort of limit on that end of things. So let's get those in before Zach has an opportunity to give any sort of speed limit.
Someone's going to donate
Let's
like
go!
$25 and Zach is going to go flying off the treadmill.
Who donated
You're
$100,000?
just gonna see Zach immediately. Zach's gonna just disappear from frame.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be like, oh, he's down. He's
It'll
down.
be like that, it'll be like
imprint in
that
the wall.
OK Go video gone very, very wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I
Sorry,
agree.
JPJ.
I agree with Omar. I think Kevin Owens is going to win the tournament, and I can see that being the Royal Rumble match, Logan Paul versus KO. I think that makes sense because KO is not on the Royal Rumble poster, which makes me think he might not be in the Royal Rumble match. So if he's going to have a solo match, that would make sense as well. I love the Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes is the guy that stuck out to me the most, even though I wouldn't want him to come up and lose. But Carmelo Hayes is the guy that's like he should already be, in my opinion, on the main roster. So he was my initial pick, but I do love the Trick Williams. I like both those guys. I think those guys are going to be the stars.
I have a question. Over or under, do you think we're going to get a terrible concert at the next Royal Rumble?
No.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say
going
no.
with no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm taking the under on bad performances. Hopefully,
Okay.
I always hopefully take the under
WrestleMania,
on
yeah,
bad
we'll get one at
performances.
WrestleMania, but I think the Rumble they'll shy away. Hopefully.
Yep, there you go. I'll take that one. I'll put the odds on that one. Blair.
You know what? I would really love to see Santos Escobar come out successful in that one. I think it would help elevate him and also continue on, the feud with Ray a little bit as well when he eventually comes back. I'd like to see him. And I mean, from NXT, I was going to say Carmelo. He's my number one that I'd love to see him up on the main roster. Like everyone's already said, he should already be there. So that's who I'm going to go with.
Lawrence, sorry, I'm retweeting. I was gonna go, but
Yeah.
I'm also doing as I said I was gonna do.
I think there's pretty much a consensus here. I'm going it's probably going to be KO, which it's going to be a great match, but we all know that Logan Paul's going to win because he's going to Mania probably to face LA Knight. That's probably the feud going in. But yeah, I'm both going with KO and Mello. To echo everyone said, Mello is definitely main roster ready. They're just waiting to finish off the storyline with Trick down in NXT.
Yeah, Mike, are you going to disagree at all? I'm going to disagree with a couple.
I'm gonna disagree with everybody except for Blair.
Contrarianism.
With everybody except for
You
Blair.
had me in the first half.
And the
Not
only
gonna lie.
and the reason for this though is because if anyone's been keeping tabs on what I've been up to for the last week or so, I've been streaming season 1 of Lucha Underground on my Twitch.
Fantastic show.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm all for Santos Escobar, King Cuerno King Cuerno supremacy. So yeah, Santos Escobar is my pick for the tournament. As far as an NXT call up, honestly, yeah, probably I don't know, Mello.
yeah.
Yeah, Mello.
They do have options though in NXT when you
Yeah.
think about the
Yeah.
landscape. So Spencer, I know you said you're gonna disagree with some
Lexus
peeps, so I don't know if
King.
you Von Wagner, Braun Breaker. I mean, there's other. They could do something if they're not going to win it.
There's gotta be-
Dijak,
I think
there's
we-
options.
Yeah, Braun
Dragunov.
Breaker's my call. If you want me to be honest with you,
Yeah,
I still think that Carmelo and Trick have their story to finish up.
yeah.
Even with this Lexus King swerve and him being the one, and admittedly, I didn't watch last week, so if I'm coming from a place or need some correction, just slap me through the internet right now. But this whole Lexus King swerve, of him being the one who attacked Trick Williams, I still think Carmelo had a part to play in that, and I still think they're going to have a bit of a feud between the two of them. I think that's when you're going to see Carmelo come back up. Braun, in my opinion, he'd already done everything there was to do a year ago, and they're just burning time. It's time, and I like Braun Breaker, but it's time to let him sink or swim on the main roster.
Yeah.
So this is a good opportunity. Try and bring him up as a babyface because, shockingly, there's 2 of them in this tournament. That's the biggest reason I don't think you're going to see Escobar win it or a Lashley or anything like that. Is like, are you going to go with those guys against Logan Paul at the Royal Rumble? Like, they're just, and rightfully so, they're just all going to get booed out of the building because they're good heels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it'll be either KO or Dragon Lee. I think Dragon Lee would be really cool. Like, if you even just look at it as a matchup, Logan Paul and Dragon Lee would just be a hell of a fun match. And just puts Dragon Lee right on the map right off the bat.
That'd be super funny.
So I don't know what you do with KO at that point because, like you say, it looks like that's what they're building to. But I've been blatantly wrong about booking before. Said Spencer putting money on Cody at Mania.
Well, you shouldn't have been wrong.
Like, I feel
You had
like
adrenaline in your soul. So.
You shouldn't have been wrong there.
I had adrenaline in my soul, but friggin' less money in my pocket, and that's the frustrating part. That is the frustrating portion.
Well,
Sure.
okay, it's not your fault that your wallet had a better idea for how to wrap the story up than
Romer. WWE.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Good old
Yeah.
VKM, baby.
Story's getting finished.
At some point it will. At some point it will.
I hope.
a year or two late.
Yeah, literally.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, 365 days later.
Oh, we still need 3 more likes. I'm
3
not
more
getting
likes.
news until we get 3 more.
Come on.
I've checked.
I don't know, y'all.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd be remiss if I didn't say Dragon Lee would be like the more fun pick for me right now. Just on like a why not live on chaos? What's up, Rep? Why are you panting? We went for a walk already.
Uh-oh.
No, he's fine. He's all good. Continental Classic. I'm still catching up because in the nicest of ways, and I'm sure there are a few of you who can relate, Collision ain't exactly the most accessible up here in the above the 49th parallel, but I really enjoyed Danielson and Eddie Kingston. Really enjoyed that. I've got Dynamite to catch up on from this week as well, too, but I guess before we get to that, because JPJ, I should say, I don't know when you're going to start streaming, so...
no, you're good.
Well, you had a story. I want to hear your story.
I did, yeah. I went to an independent
Tell your story. Let's hear the story. Okay. Let's completely pivot from where I was
That's
going.
fine.
It's story time with JPJ, baby.
Yeah, story time.
Let us 100% sidetrack.
Yeah.
Story time with
Story
JPJ,
time with
baby.
JPJ, baby. That's what my Adam culture. Anyway, so yeah, I went to Rad Pro Wrestling, RASSLIN. I went to their show last night. Yeah, RPR. RPR. Cole Cabana was there. So I went. I was going for that.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was Harvey. Come on, what's the last name?
Harvey Dinkelman.
Harvey Dinkelman was there. Yes. So I went. I went for that. So there is a wrestler named Ezekiel, and he's been having a year-long Iron Man match with another person on the roster that the name escapes me. I don't go to many of these.
Brother.
Yeah. And Ezekiel's character is he is a flamboyant Latin movie director. That's the character. Okay, I need to preface this. So they make an announcement that the opponent could not be there, but they found a suitable replacement, and they announce Norman the Mormon. That's the name. He comes out, and it is Effie. And it is Effie wearing a Right to Censor outfit, basically, a Mormon outfit, black pants, white shirt, black tie. And the whole premise of the character and what happened was the male director was trying to direct the match, direct the scene, and him and Effie had to kiss. And Effie's character was trying to cleanse him with the Lord. And that the kiss was inappropriate. Now, understand what's going on
That
here?
sounds like
Incredible.
Yes,
It sounds incredible, Omar.
I was gonna say it sounds like something I would drag when I was like 13 or something.
Yeah,
But
it sounds incredible. So I'm sitting there. I'm telling you, there's like This was in a function hall. There's like 70 people there, maybe, and I'm the only one the whole time that I'm like, that's Effie. Like I knew him. I'm like, that's Effie, but nobody is reacting like it's Effie. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dude, this isn't. If you're at this type of show, I assume you at least pay attention to some sort of independent wrestling. And when
You'd
I'm
be
like,
surprised.
I was. I even texted you guys on our Slack chat. I'm like, am I fucking crazy?
This
is effy, right? I'm not losing it because I'm the only one reacting like this is effy. Like, I'm like, what is going on here? But anyway, they have this 7 or 8 minute match. The whole time, Effie is just speaking in this accent, talking about Jesus and the Lord the whole time. And the director is like, he has a movie cut, like a director's cut thing. He's got a script. And he's like, it says in the script, we got to, like, it's incredible. At one point, Effie goes to the top rope. He's holding the guy, and he walks around 2 lengths of the rope, just saying fake Bible verses about how things are like, this is what's happening. And the match ended with the director ended up kissing Effie and then rolled him up in a schoolboy pin for the victory. That's how it ended.
Excellent.
That's how the match ended.
That's
Excellent.
I love pro wrestling.
Yeah.
I was just going to say this is the greatest sport in the history of our planet.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Ophelia, I was in the DMs with her, sending her the picture going like, I'm not insane, right? I'm not
This
dumb.
is Effie.
This is Effie. But nobody is like, the crowd was reacting to the match because it was hysterical. But like, nobody was like, when he came out, I was like, that's what? All right. And nobody really had a good reaction. So I was like, maybe I'm insane. But
the irony of Effie, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus freak Mormon is just
Exactly.
like, yeah, like that. Oh, 13 likes.
Oh,
Hey!
oh, let's go.
Let's go, my burners.
By the way,
But-
was the entire thing caught on tape? Because I hope so.
They had commentators there, so I'm assuming
Okay.
that Rad Pro Wrestling. If you
Hi.
look them up, give them a follow
just
on the
going to say it. I'm
look
doing
them
the
up.
search.
Give them a follow
Bro.
on the Twitter. I think if you go to their
There we go.
website, you might even be able to watch it, watch the stream of it on their
There-
website for free,
They're on IWTV.
and they're on
I have-
IWTV
I
as
have
well.
Covered their X account.
So
I've
go
done
look them up. I've been to
and
a
I have
couple
given
of their.
them a follow because that is just good advice for anyone.
And
When you were
so,
told to
but-
follow great people,
Yeah.
you should follow them. Meanwhile, you can find us wherever podcasts are played, videos are viewed, or awesome content is created by awesome people at Love Wrestling CA. Unrelated, JPJ, turning back to you.
No, and that was it. And then I put a tweet out there, and he quote tweeted the tweet. He said something like, "Yeah, my vape fell out of my pocket. That was very unholy of me."
Yeah.
Like that was like his response, and yeah, that was it. Because he was on GCW last night as well, and GCW was in Hartford, which is about 2.5 hours from where the show was. It was the town over from me. So the show was from 4 to 6. He got out of the ring probably at like 5:45. So I was like, oh, he's gonna have plenty of time to just hop in a car and just drive and get to GCW. So, but that I was just like, all right. Like he came out and I was like, what? And then I looked and I'm like, oh, he's in Hartford tonight. I was like, what the hell?
I'm trying to remember who Effie wrestled at GCW. last
Santana
night.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, Santana Jackson. Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah.
What a day for Effie
That's
yesterday.
that's what I'm saying.
Like those getting to put those 2 different matches together in the
Yes.
same day must have been like
Incredible. And
Santana Jackson rules, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
one of my favorite independents to watch right now, just because
Same.
like seeing anyone's different, like seeing how everyone has to adapt their style of wrestling to like how does my style of wrestling wrestle Michael Jackson
Yeah,
is the
literally.
funniest shit out. Like like Dan the Dad when he was explaining it the other day. I talked to him on Indeed. He was like, yeah, it was putting that match together was kind of wild because it was like, how does a dad wrestle Michael Jackson?
True.
It's like,
Is his arch nemesis gonna be Joe Jackson? Where's the Joe Jackson in this?
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm kidding. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
On that note,
that's
gentlemen,
perfect.
that was a great joke.
Yeah.
On that note,
Thanks.
Continental
Oh.
Classic.
it was. I'll be in the chat listening to you gents talk Continental Classic. I'll be streaming a little bit later, so twitch.tv/JPJ Loves Gaming. Watch the
Do
rest
it.
of these guys kill the rest of this show,
Yeah.
and then come say hi to me. Love you all.
Hey, you know what's cool, JPJ? And I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll stream. Well, I'm sure we'll stream before then, and I'll say this again.
Yeah.
See you next month.
Yeah, damn right. Looking forward to
Ha-ha!
it. It's
See you both.
gonna be a good week.
I'll
be a
see
good
all
week.
you guys next month.
Damn
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be
You're
right.
damn right.
Mike,
It's gonna be a big reunion.
It is.
Mike,
All right, gents.
cross Canada flights.
Love you, boys.
Hamilton's got,
See you later.
Hamilton's got an
See you.
airport. See you, JPJ.
Bye.
I'm
Bye, bud.
Hamilton's got an airport.
I'm but a lowly minimum wage worker, Spencer.
It's a quick walk.
Yeah.
It's a quick walk.
You leave now, you'll make it.
It's
If
a
I
humble
leave-
trot.
If I leave now, I'll make it in time for LPW 35.
It's just a quick jaunt.
It's gonna be a hell of a show.
Hey, I love it. I love the long-term booking where you already know that far ahead.
You'll really love LPW 25. 35, whatever.
Yeah.
I botched the joke. Ruined everything. Well, what can you do when you ruin everything other than give good news, everybody? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm bad at scrolling today. Lawrence,
Yeah.
save me. Give your news.
Oh, I was gonna give it at the end of the show.
Ah,
I'm
damn it.
I'm prepping it right now.
Fine. We're still working
You know,
on that. Well, I found.
oh, you found it?
No, go ahead, Blair.
I was just going to say, while you're looking for it, I will talk about the Continental Classic and just how incredible Roosh
There you go.
was. Because who would have imagined Roosh being the company man putting on these banger matches? Not I, and I am here for it. So I cannot wait for Roosh and Moxley just to beat the tar out of each other. Like, I'm so jacked up for that match. It's been
Yeah.
a while since I've looked forward to a Dynamite match this much.
Sorry,
I concur.
Last night was probably the best episode of Collision I've ever watched. Just off of the top to the bottom of the card, like those 3 Continental Classic matches in there were so good. Daniel Garcia and Andrade was
He's good.
just incredible. And I thought Danny had. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything really for Spencer here. But
you sort of
yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
I guess I did.
You ruined
Yeah.
my day and probably my week.
Yep. But like Daniel Garcia, like almost tapping out Roosh, and then Andrade, and then Andrade hitting, getting the hammerlock DT, but then giving him the handshake after, which I'm not used to Andrade showing respect to people. Like, so it was, yeah. Oh, Daniel Garcia, I feel like he's only going to maybe get 3 points in the tournament, but he's going to still come out of it like
A
one of
champ,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, like he's gonna lose almost every match in the block, but he's gonna come out of it a winner still, I think.
You know what's funny? I don't measure this. So, by the way, follow me on my YouTube channel, Best Things About Pro Wrestling this month. So, my most popular video on my channel was actually Daniel Garcia. Now, usually, I don't measure that. I don't measure like how over somebody is based on my viewership, but I got a lot of interest based on like the viewership I got based on that Daniel Garcia video talking about how funny he is. And I think it has to do with the fact that Daniel Garcia is just getting better and better with his short time in AEW. And look, the sky's the limit for him. I think he's going to do great, in my opinion. So
Something about him that stuck out to me that it kind of lines up with what you were saying there too is when they did the promo rundown at the start of Collision yesterday. Daniel Garcia got like the loudest pop when he when he came on screen for his promo at the start of the show. He got like the most audible pop out of everyone who came on who had a little promo at the start.
Yeah, like the first IWS show I went to was had Speedball versus Daniel Garcia on the card, and like from the very jump, like there was a band on stage that was like playing at intermission and like playing before the show, and like they both utilized like their props that they had like foam fingers just like off the rip, and like there was like a fake title belt there, like a WWE title belt, and they kept holding it up like they kept trying to like taking turns holding it up, who's like the actual fake champion. It's like they both, you can see like both from the jump there for years, they both had like that comedic timing. Speaking of which, here's Zach running on the treadmill.
Cardio Zach.
Yeah, big cardio Zach.
Good job, Zach.
We're all
Glad
proud
you're
of you.
doing this because I wasn't going to.
Keep track of the
When
likes
they're-
for me. Keep track of the likes for me.
I will. We're currently at 47.
Blair Blackpool Cardio Club.
Yeah.
2 line 41. Sorry to artificially inflate the numbers. That never happens in professional wrestling. No one's ever done that before.
No.
Not one time.
We've got
Not one time.
10,000 live viewers right now.
10,000 Spencer-maniacs in the YouTube dome, brother.
the love for wrestling universe.
Yeah.
The love wrestling universe.
The hundreds and hundreds.
Oh,
it's
you
funny.
guys.
Oh,
I
it's
missed
very
you guys
fun.
so much.
We missed you too,
Yeah.
Mike. We missed you too.
I'm so happy my back's
Even though we
Pops
just met, Mike, I
swollen
missed
up.
you too as well.
Hey, what up, Omar?
Did you enjoy Black Label Pro yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, I sure did. I had a
Shout
good
out to
time.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah.
Just good on the guy. Quick
Yeah.
and easy as far as I'm concerned. Well, obviously within reason. But anybody who's going to go out of their way to do pretty well
I was
anything that's
gonna-
going to raise
yeah.
that much money for charity, like, good on you. And
Yeah.
good news,
It's
everyone, the
so-
business is still alive. We are sitting here on Sunday, December 3rd, and wrestling is still thriving. WWE is still making oodles of money, and the business is alive.
Hey,
Look at that. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I watch a good 10 hours of independent wrestling every week on like as a floor almost, and you know, Sean
Probably watch
Sean
on the
did-
TV, you'll get better reception.
Damn.
God damn it, Spencer.
But yeah, no, Sean didn't look out of place at all. It was a very funny match too. So entertaining. His banter is incredible.
Yeah.
The entire match, he's like running his mouth, and it was hilarious. I loved it. I don't know.
I was going to
A
say, in
lot
the
of-
best of ways, are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the least. What I actually sent him a message because I was like, man, you're selling more than people that do this all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
It's funny too because a lot of people don't know this, but Sean Ross actually trained as a wrestler for a very long time. So I like seeing him move like that makes a lot of sense. You know, like that's what a lot of people just don't know. They just think he's just some dirt sheet boy or some shit like that or some crap like that. So it's like people forget like he was a wrestler. He trained as a pro wrestler. So
Yeah, and like legitimately, people are complaining when again something that I greatly enjoyed the week before, and Blair has a shirt on. Like Violent J was in a match just the last week, and crickets from other people. Like it's the first time somebody who is not an active professional wrestler has been in a match, and they lose their minds. And like he killed, like it was a great thing for charity. He didn't take $1 for like pay for this. He donated his pay to the charity, and it was a fun match. It accomplished exactly what it did. Both Shaza did a great job too. Like Puff starting on commentary, like he was on commentary all day, but commentary during that match and just getting hyped for his tag team partner Shaza when like she came to the ring.
Might be, just a side note there, one of my favorite commentators, purely for the moment that he was handed a full strength Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I was going to
burst
text
out
Pluggo.
laughing.
I thought about it too late. I'm like, I should text Pluggo to get him a Diet Coke because he was big mad about getting a Coke heavy, as he would call.
A Coke heavy, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was enjoying watching
That-
Pluggo react to everything on the stream too. Just a good little
by the way,
show.
I was gonna say when you said like big Coke, that's Billy Corgan after that NWA segment, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Steph. Alrighty, let's watch some wrestling. We'll do news at the end. This match is about 18 minutes,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do that. Boom. From LPW4. I'm gonna turn
V's
that
up
down.
V's up for the V guy.
Hold on, let me remove the logo so we can see Mike's beautiful little friggin' face there.
Oh no, it's okay. I everything I say can be endorsed by RK.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
They don't want that. They don't want that kind of advertising.
No, you know what, Mike? You're probably right.
Who do you have on the back of your Oilers jersey there?
Me?
Yeah.
I have Savoy, actually. So Carter Savoy, he was a former Sherwood. Well, he is a former Sherwood Park Crusader. He was here from 2017 to 2020, and ended up getting drafted 100th overall by the Edmonton Oilers. So
Hell yeah.
currently playing for Bakersfield. He was at the University of Denver for a few years, but like just selfishly, I thought it'd be cool to be the first one to get a Carter Savoy Oilers jersey.
Yeah, that's
I've
awesome.
got a Michael Benning from the same year. Michael Benning, who played on those same teams.
I always like when
Michael Benning,
people-
Florida Panthers jersey.
I always like when you see jerseys of like other players, not just the stars, you know, because like you'll see McDavid jerseys all the time, but like to see a Savoy jersey, it's like hell yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love me a good obscure jersey. I've got myself a Jason Strudwick Oilers jersey still kicking around as well too, which is a prized possession on my end of things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was from Love Pro Wrestling 4, our fourth event. This was the first time the PCW UK Cruiserweight Championship was defended in Western Canada. Vaughn Vertigo the champion, Jack Pride the challenger, and like this was the first and to this point, unfortunately, only time that Vaughn Vertigo has been in our ring up until January 26th. And just inconveniently enough, but for the best reasons. Like, Mike, you talked to him obviously last Wednesday. It's not as though he's not traveling all over the world. Just dates haven't worked out to have Vaughn back.
It's exactly it. He basically he goes to Europe almost like once every 7 months or so. Like he's gone.
Yeah.
Like if you take it, I guess if you subtract the COVID lockdown, it's like twice a year. He's gone 9 times over 6 years.
Yeah.
So he's just spending like half his time in Europe almost, which smart on him too, though, because as all of us up here in Canada would have heard from many of our favorite independent wrestlers, it's getting to the U.S., which is like the closest land border we can or to a next country we can get to. It's like next to impossible because of the whole visa requirement.
Yeah, it certainly ain't the most convenient.
No, so taking that international approach and going, just going to places that are easier to get into to wrestle and kind of betting on yourself, it's worked out really well for Vaughn.
Oh yeah, and the guy's a stud. Like, you're going to see it obviously in this match, but if you've got the chance to check out pretty well anything, and it's unfortunate because, and no discredit to the promotions, but like WWE cracking down on having, like your Progress and ICW and those promotions on the network. Gets a little bit more limiting, but check it out on YouTube as we're fortunate.
Spencer, so right I'm curious. So Spencer, I'm very curious. Like, how does your voice recover every time you do those announcements? Just give me some regimen or something. Some lemon juice.
I don't know. I have no beer. A lot of beer and a quiet Saturday.
Yeah.
That's
why, guys.
That's why.
Does your voice turn in? Does your voice turn into Johnny Ace or something? Hello, guys.
Pretty
My
well,
voice
yeah.
is messed
It ain't
up.
that good.
Yeah.
You need to settle down.
9-year pro, started training very young, 14 years old. But I don't know where all of his travels. He's faced someone as unorthodox as Jack Pride.
Honey. You're okay. I am streaming. I'm watching wrestling every week.
And make some friends. You can see that smile on the face of Jack Pride, and that tells me
Rep.
that is the friendlier of the two sides.
I'll be right back. Old Rep needs to go and settle down for a second.
While we wait, guys, just hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Just hit that just so that the algorithm can see us. Just hit that thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff, or all that jazz, as they call it.
Yeah, so I might end up be going to 4 wrestling shows this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a very good problem to have, Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like I went literally nothing the last month and a half, and 4 in 1 week. 5.
I pray
total
for
in
your
a month.
scent, man. I pray for your nose, man.
Yeah. Yeah, like a AEW, and then that same night of Dynamite, there's an IWS No Ring show right afterwards, and I'm going to Mystery Wrestling on Thursday in Gatineau.
Oh, that mystery wrestling show is
I'm
gonna
so
be
excited.
something else.
I'm so.
I was
going
gonna
to
say that mystery wrestling show is looking good, but like that's just such a bass, awkward sounding sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks so good. Eddie Kingston's all we know.
Yep. The thing is, like, they've set enough of a precedent where it's just like you just need to announce
Oh yeah,
that you're
it ain't a critique. It's just like
No,
it's such a backward sounding sentence in a lot of ways.
It's a real credit to what they've done with it too, like where they've got it to a point now where they can just announce like one big person, you know it's going to be fire.
Yeah, like
Have they announced who's commentating yet?
Yeah,
Lauren?
it's
Yes,
what's his face?
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And they also announced Bryce Rensburg.
Oh, true. Yes.
And he's doing a course before the show.
Oh, Bryce is doing a seminar.
Yeah, Bryce is doing a seminar.
That's awesome.
Because I'm writing up with some of the IWS guys, and I think they're going to the seminar.
That's huge. That's that'll be really good for a lot of the referees in the area too.
Yeah, I think Brendan's coming down, who's an IWS referee, and in the chat sometimes. And good on blowing off stream.
Spencer, I booked my flight.
You've booked your flight. Oh, that's excellent.
Just
oh, that's
minutes
an
ago.
excellent.
I get to hug Blair. I get to hug Blair in January.
I'm looking forward to giving Lawrence a big hug.
Meat on meat. We gonna get that meat on meat. Just two big boys hugging.
Just hugging.
When do you fly in? When do you fly in, Blair?
I'll be in Thursday right before the clandestine show, so I'll come straight to check it out.
Gorgeous. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lit and fun time.
I think this is the most contributors in one spot.
Lit and fun?
That's exactly it, Mike. Look what you're missing out on, buddy.
Yeah.
If it was just gonna be lit, I wouldn't be pushing you so hard for it.
Look,
lit and fun, Mike. Lit and
fun.
Fun.
And fun. No, not or, Lawrence. You can't have.
I don't like to guarantee things. It's in this economy, we can't afford both.
That's fair. I guess if the dollar crashes again.
Yeah.
We'll have to choose between lit and fun.
Yeah.
Man, this was such a fun show.
I'm used to FOMO. It's all right.
And fun.
Still poor.
Don't worry, that makes two of us if it helps. I'm a wrestling promoter. I hate money.
If you could double my income, if you could get my boss to double my income, I'd probably be I'd be inclined to go.
Mike, I will be honest with you. I love my job. I will argue for mine to do mine first, and then we'll work on yours.
Okay.
And if they double mine, and then I can also work on doubling it again, I'll maybe just do that. Like if I can quadruple mine?
Yeah. Nothing screams of the American dream more than having two jobs. So
yeah.
As four fellow Canadians.
Yeah. Which makes it even funnier.
This is in fact my big money week. So I'm getting my Christmas bonus this week, which will be spent on bills, baby. Double paycheck, just spent on bills.
Man, this show was such a blast.
It looks
really
like
enjoyed
it.
every show, but
I can tell.
This was one of the first ones where I think we really leveled up on what we'd done before.
Yeah.
You know, you sort of have your measuring steps. This was one of them. And we're going to kick that off in the new year as well, too, with Rogers Place. And stick around following the match. Lawrence has news. I have news. It's Billie Starkz news. And then we'll close the show, and I'll probably go hang out with JPJ while I clean for a bit, and Rip hangs out in his crate. In case anybody wanted some insight into Spencer Love's noon o'clock onwards. And then I'm having dinner with my family, which is going to be nice.
Pleasant.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is going to be pleasant. Pleasant's the perfect way to put it. It will be a pleasant dinner with the fam. Which I should probably text and confirm about.
Hit that thumbs up, guys, if you love your family.
Put a you know what? Yeah, there we go. That is about the cheapest pop we can get. Give us a like. Give us a like if you enjoy wrestling or your family.
Yeah.
It'll be really sad if we see those likes go down.
I was gonna say it dropped to 8.
We have 8 million dislikes.
We
There are only 20 people watching.
We touched on some nerves here.
One of those dislikes. Probably
Speaking of
Christian
Zach,
Cage.
I believe. No, he loves his family. That's the thing.
Oh.
Zach,
true.
if you got the opportunity, I believe he was trying to coordinate a game of Blowing Off stream here this evening at 10 p.m. Eastern time. But don't quote me on that. Believe in me, but like don't 100% trust that because I need some clarification. Oh, good looking neck breaker.
Modified neck breaker, as Jim Ross would say.
I need to upload this match announcement to socials, cause we got the like goal. That's what I'll have to do. Oh, I can see me skipping now. I don't want to do that now yet. Silly me, Spencer. Trying to do more than one thing on a computer at once, Spencer. Haven't you learned? I have learned because actually, here's a fun one for all y'all. I have officially edited all of LPW 21. And not only have I edited all of the like individual matches, but at some point we'll do a full watch-along stream of LPW 21 because I've edited the full show. And hopefully that means that you'll start to see it elsewhere other than YouTube and Twitch soon. As he tries to crack his back, but also make it look like he was, I don't know, giving a scoop or some shit.
Now measuring Vaughn Vertigo.
I like the fact our lighting's gotten way better. Shout out to Ben and Gavin and Mike Carroll on that end of things. 'Cause this is a great match, but said it how many times, guys, but like just the production value and how much better it's gotten since the early shows. Night and day. I think. But I'm biased.
Trying to scratch and claw his way to that bottom rope. Able to make it. The referee imploring Vertigo to break the hold. The damage done, though. Tremendous opening contest here. And let's talk about wrestling.
Oof. Speaking of let's talk about wrestling, Lagwagon's in Edmonton this Wednesday. In case any Edmontonians are looking for something to do with me this Wednesday, that might be what I go do. I might go get some wings.
Hell yeah.
I think that's my plan. See, Sunday brunch always helps. Blair and Lawrence specifically. I know you guys were here last week. I went for that great brunch, and I was real happy I went for that brunch. So now today, deciding on wings. I think going out and grabbing some wings after this here stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a Slurpee after this, and
I think I've convinced myself my house is clean enough. You see.
Jack Pride looking to switch over. He was going to switch over to that Pride, that evil character. But I think that smack knocked some sense through him and kept him back.
I'm also glad that I've gotten better at editing because you can sometimes hear the commentary echo where I didn't line up the audio perfectly. And now I'll never unhear it.
I'm curious, like, how does it take you to edit those matches? Because, you know, I'm a video editor myself, so I'm very curious on, like, the process, like.
It depends, to be honest, because like I said, this was the first time I've edited like a full show rather than just like individual matches at one time. So I found it was easier this time once I got everything lined up. Just like more time consuming with like exports and that. Like we'll be putting matches out. We actually just released on this here YouTube channel, friends. Our opening contest from LPW 21, Travis Williams and T.Y. Jackson is now available here. Everything is uploaded, everything's fully edited, everything's good to go now. It just took me longer to get to this point because I'm chopping up this much rather than this much. But like not easy, just tedious. Once you get everything lined up audio-wise, it's picking camera cuts is pretty cut and dry for me. Haha, no pun intended.
I was gonna say.
No, it was pun intended. I'm hilarious.
Of course. 10 out of 10 joke. Love it.
Tonight, Jack's doing all the heavy lifting. And shoved him
Oh.
into the official.
Ooh.
Oh, poor
I hope
referee
no
Stuart
shenanigans
Garvey.
happen.
Referee down, and Jack showing
And speaking of referee Stuart Garvey, speaking of all of our referee staff, speaking of, well, Love Pro Wrestling, head to our Twitter page, Facebook page, and any page, really. Find the link for our year-end survey. We've got our year-end awards taking place right now until December 22nd, I believe is the last Friday before Christmas. We'll be releasing the results the week after, but pick your poster of the year, what we're unofficially calling the Ralphie Award, because of Zach, because it's basically awarding Zach a trophy. Pick your wrestler of the year, your event of the year, everything in between, all that good stuff.
William Regal will be proud. That's all I'm gonna say with those brass knuckles.
This went so well. I was really happy with all of this.
Oh,
The referee saw those brass knuckles come out of the. I'm not sure if they were in his hand or in the trunks. I've just been received word from the official that we're gonna restart that match.
Good job, referee Stuart Garvey.
We are restarting the match.
Really taking control of
Professional.
the situation. I mean, like, that's what made him referee of the year.
Now, referee of the year last year, I will
Last
say.
year,
Nothing
sorry,
against
last
him
year.
this year, but hey, exactly. The current voting is open. Therefore, I believe that he is the most recent winner, but he's not the current. Brian Danielson, Breast Technical Winner Wrestler Award winner. Brian Danielson. Zach Roth Award poster for the year winner.
Zach Ralph.
Zach Roth.
I know this is not LPW related, but you know who's the best booker of the year?
No.
Spencer.
It's Shawn Michaels.
Whoever,
I gotta say.
whoever did the NFL script this year did pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Aaron Rodgers stuff is going pretty hilariously. I'm only going to come back if we're contending. You're the Jets, dude.
You're talking about one concussion sport to another, so I'm like, eh.
That's most sports at this point. Anyways, let's get to some news. Lawrence, you want to go first? You want me to go first? I can do
You
some
go
news.
first.
You can
I'll
do
do
some
it.
news.
I'll do my.
Okay, I will go first because I'm real excited for this one.
Yeah.
Next month, January 26th to be specific, at the Rec Room, South Edmonton Common. Knock on wood, future Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Billie Starkz, will be making her way to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada to take part in I Don't Know About You, LPW 22. And she will be facing off with former LPW Grand Champion, the intangible Zoe Sager. VIP tickets, sold out, gone. Can't get them. Front row tickets, we've got about 4 or 5 left. About that. I haven't checked this morning. General admission tickets, going quickly. So if you want to check that match out, we've got a lot of great stuff, including Vaughn Vertigo's return. He'll be challenging the LPW Grand Champion, whether it's Michael Richard Blaze or Michael Allen Richard Clark. Lots of great stuff coming up for. It's going to be our second show of the year because we're opening the year up at Rogers Place, but our first show at the Rec Room of the year. So make sure you grab your tickets for that, friends. It's going to be... Blair, I'm sorry to steal your phrase. I was trying to avoid it, but it is going to be a banger. There we go. See, I'm trying not to copyright infringe, but like sometimes you just got to call a spade a spade. Very excited for that one. Pick up your tickets to our Taylor Swift tribute. I Don't Know About You, LPW 22. Lawrence,
Yo.
your turn, brother. Your turn.
Alrighty.
Give the people what they want.
So,
Actually, I'm going to use the big screen. Just put you really on the spot for this one. There we go.
so as they say, everything is finite, and my time here at Love Wrestling is not fucking ending. It's going on.
Not ending!
It is not ending. In fact, there is another show starting. I'm starting a new podcast. This has been long in the works. I'm going to be announcing guests. I already have 2. I'm getting ready to record this week. 2 big guests to start off this show. It is called, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Let me put just this up. Let me see if this works.
I hope
Look
it
at
works.
this.
I hope it
I don't know
works.
technology. You
Yeah,
know it
I'm
better
figuring
than I
this
do.
out
That's
on
why
the
you're the
spot.
one
It's
who
not going to
pushes
look
the
good.
That's why you push the buttons on this show. I don't.
Shout out the Wrexham hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Big fan of Lawrence's Mark Henry moment there.
Yeah.
Just
10 out of 10
salmon
apology.
jacket.
In terms of YouTube, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's going to work. There it is.
Hey.
Oh, sick! And it blocked my face out.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Cheap Pop with me, Lawrence Kurtze. It is a podcast where we have professional wrestlers talk about your favorite things in pop culture, favorite TV shows, movies, even sports teams.
Like the New York Jets.
Like the New York Jets. I will have one severely depressed man talk about
Or the New York
Jets.
Knicks.
Yeah. Go New York, go New York, go. Yeah. We are going to have people talk about the Knicks. We will have people talk about their favorite TV show. Exclusively just the Knicks. 6 episodes about the Knicks. Go Knicks.
How do you feel about Kawhi Leonard's load management? Why? Again? Hell yeah. Stay tuned for that, Lawrence. I am pumped.
Awesome.
I'm very excited. Watching the entire process with this has been fun because I know how hard you've worked on this.
Yeah.
Excited to tune in. Stay tuned here on Love Wrestling for that. However, you don't need to just tune into Love Wrestling for things. Mike from Indeed. From Fightful. From Fightful Overbooked. I'm just trying to give as many different places as I can, you see. Where can the people find you as we close out this week's edition of the Brunch Gimmick?
Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Fightful Overbooked on YouTube. Hosting Indeed with Righteous Reg, talking to people from all over the world of independent wrestling. This Wednesday is going to be a pretty cool episode. Speedball Mike Bailey's coming to hang out with us for a bit. So can't ask for that's kind of again a conversation that we've been looking forward to for a while on there.
I was going to say they're pretty good at this professional wrestling thing. Pretty excellent at it.
Yeah, they're all right, you know.
pretty good.
Outside of that though, at Mike from Indeed on the Twitter machine, because it's only called Twitter, it never got renamed. And also, I stream every day on Twitch now, so same URL, same at Mike from Indeed. Come hang out. I just popped a channel trailer on my Twitter this morning, so go watch that. Have some laughs at my Chumbawamba video.
Hey man, even if they're laughing at you when you get knocked down, you get back up again.
Yeah, they'll never keep me down, brother.
I'm so sorry. I am so
It's okay.
sorry. I'll have to tune
It's
in one of
okay.
these days. I am so excited every time I see you going live with Lucha Underground. It's just and through no one's fault, obviously. Just inconvenient timing sometimes for work.
Yeah,
but I get so jealous.
Yeah,
Zach and Zach more so even, I should say, because I really like me some Lucha Underground. Zach friggin' loves him some Lucha Underground.
So we're watching season 1 on there. Also play Fortnite. If you're catching me playing Fortnite, odds are you'll hear, maybe Puff, Little Mean Kathleen, some random independent wrestlers and other Twitter people. So yeah, it's a pretty wild crew. It's a pretty wild crew we got going in there.
It's a pretty wild crew for a pretty big show, as Ed Sullivan, I think, would say. I don't know. Omar, it was good to see you this morning, friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad your internet held out for the rest of it. Where can the people find you? On YouTube, on Twitter, on anywhere in between, brother?
So obviously I'm a contributor at bodyslam.net, so follow me on Twitter, the site formerly known as Twitter, at Irma the Player Guy. Follow me on my podcast, Best Things About Pro Wrestling This Month, the show we talk about some of the best things about pro wrestling in any particular month. The next episode will be up on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Just follow me on Twitter at the site formerly known as Twitter, at Irma the Player Guy. Best Things About Pro Wrestling This Month on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I mean, I'm on Facebook, but honestly, I don't look like I'm 60, but it is what it is. Just follow me there. And yeah, because I refuse to call that thing meta, but it is what it is. Just follow me on Twitter at Irma the Player Guy. That's it.
Blair. I thought I had it. Blair, where can the people find you?
Up on all social media at Grainmaker Wrestling Podcasts. This week, got one coming out with Mikey Truth from the Dynasty, which I'm very excited to share, and I got to figure out details on the last couple podcasts, but it'll be a lot of fun. You can find us every weekend doing 4 Exposure here on Love Wrestling. We're doing it Friday evening, if I'm not mistaken. We just got to figure out the details because shoot jobs get in the way, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that one. So yeah, me and Plugger are doing that.
Well, before we hop on to you, Lawrence, good to see you. Judge Ben Omen, live and die by the brunch. Oh, man, I appreciate the heck out of you. I also, well, you're here, and I was going to say it anyways, but huge shout out to Judge Ben Omen back in the stripes for the first time in a while for Love Pro Wrestling. The last time he was officially in the stripes, and I will say via nefarious means, was LPW 9. Before that, it had been since LPW 4, ironically enough, when we're watching Vaughn Vertigo and Jack Pride from that same show. So it's good to have him back for a long time. And obviously we've had some great referees come out from BC and Saskatchewan and even down in Lethbridge in Curtis Barnum's case. But I stand by sort of the two consistent referees we had previously. Mike the Fitzpatrick and Stuart Garvey were the 2 best referees in Alberta. And now we've got the 3 best referees in Alberta consistently working for us now that Judge Ben's back there. So good times had by all. A great individual that Judge Ben Omen is. He used to be a piece of shit. He's not anymore. Oh my God! The timing.
Oh my God! Wow!
I thought you read that.
Get out of my head! No, I can't read.
No,
Lawrence, where can the people find you?
Yeah.
Spirits. Wow.
They can find me at KurtzAndDG on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, pretty much everything. You can also, just want to make sure I have the right URL. You can also follow Cheap Pop Show on Instagram and Twitter. It's Cheap Pop with Lawrence, and you can follow me LJ Cartier 514 on Twitch. I Twitch streamed earlier. I was playing some Madden. I'm probably gonna play some San Andreas later tonight. Yeah,
3 days from GTA 6 trailer.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There you are.
Can you imagine if it was a mobile game or something? That would be funny.
20 years in
Grand Theft Auto Go.
20 years in the making.
Good God.
Thank you, friends, for tuning in to the Brunch Gimmick here on Love Wrestling. We are live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, but it is not, of course, the only time we are live here on youtube.com/LoveWrestlingCA. So if you're tuned in for the first time, throw us a subscription. If you're here for the first time and haven't yet, throw us a like. If you're here for the last time, if you're here for one of a multitude of times, throw us a like. It always helps us bump up the algorithm, whether we're live or not. But if you want to follow us on the Twitch machine, we're going to be live there over the next couple of days. Like I said, I'm figuring out when we're going to stream it, but we're going to do a watch along of LPW 21. There's a lot of great stuff. I know I said it off the hop here, but follow us wherever podcasts are played, videos are viewed. Our awesome content is created by awesome people at Love Wrestling CA. If you want to show us a little bit of extra love, head to patreon.com/Love Wrestling CA. And if you want to pick up some tickets for our upcoming live events, including LPW times CWS number 10, the first ever defense of the Championship of Salvation by the Rhinestone Cowboy Stephen Crow taking place on that one. And then, of course, LPW 22 the following night, January 26th, Billie Starkz versus Zoe Sager, a match that I'm sure every Canadian wrestling fan, every wrestling fan, frankly, should be and is hyped for. Just do whatever you can to support. We got a lot of great people here at Love Wrestling. I know I'm biased, but I'll keep telling you guys until the end of time. Lawrence, do you want to hit the outro music? I got it. Yeah, you know what? You were leaning back. I'm sorry. You were relaxed there. For Lawrence, for Omar, for Blair, for Mike, I'm Spencer Love. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week, friends. Take it easy.